Hi friends, welcome to VonCloedt Yoga. I'm your host Gretchen, and today we have another Gretchen's Pose Breakdown Yoga 101. Today we're going to look at the low lunge. Now there are many ways and many variations for these yoga postures, but these are ones that I have found that work best for larger bodies. But there are tons of ways to do yoga, and the yoga police don't come to your house. So do whatever works for your body, but these are some options for you. So for low lunge, I like to support my knees. I don't know about you, but sometimes my knees be a little bit crazy. So I like to use a blanket. Now, I like to use these Mexican yoga blankets. I talk about them all the time. Of course, you can use any regular old throw blanket you have at home. Just something that's nice and thin, but kind of a little bit heavy is going to work well for you. So I'm going to bring my blanket to kind of the back half of my mat, about where my knees would be. And I'm also going to use blocks. Now, blocks are great. I highly recommend blocks for your entire practice. They range in price from $5 to $40, depending on what you're looking for. If you don't want to buy blocks, you don't have to. Anything roughly the shape or size of this is going to work well for you. And I'll just bring those up to the front of my mat. Okay, so we're going to get started with our low lunge. We're going to start in our hands and knees posture. That's our tabletop posture. So those knees are sort of kind of going to be underneath those hips. And those wrists are sort of kind of going to be underneath those shoulders. Take a big breath in and let it go. And we're going to get started with that low lunge. So from here, my friends, we're going to bring that right foot forward. Easy enough, right? So in the low lunge, there's a few safety checks that we want to do to make sure that we stay safe. So in our low lunge, we want this knee to either be directly over that ankle or just behind that ankle. If you find that knee is extending over that ankle, it can be done, but it opens up possibilities for injury. We're not here to hurt ourselves. We're here to love ourselves. So to help avoid that, what I like to do is when I'm in this version, this posture, I walk that front foot forward just a little bit, little more than you think you might need. Maybe so it feels nice and extended, but not fully extended. And then we're going to bring our hands to our hips, and we're going to guide those hips forward and down, scooping those hips forward, pressing that pelvis forward so that you feel a nice stretch right on the front of your left hip. And these blocks can come in handy, especially if you got short T-Rex arms like me. You can bring these blocks down and bring your fingers to the blocks. And if you do that, you can press that pelvis forward and start to press those shoulders back, sitting up nice and straight. And then from here, my friends, you can stay right here. And this is the posture. This is low lunge. But maybe we want to extend those arms up towards the ceiling. And you might feel a really great stretch right there in the front of your left hip. That little guy is your psoas muscle, and he is the angriest little hamster-sized muscle ever. And so if you suffer from a lot of sciatic pain and lower back pain, give that psoas muscle a nice stretch, especially if you sit a lot in your day-to-day. So press those hips forward, shine that heart forward, inhale those arms up towards the ceiling, maybe even look up between your hands. And that, my friends, is your kneeling low lunge. Bring those hands down, press into your blocks, and bring that right foot back to meet the left. And we're just going to the other side. Okay, we're going to bring that left foot forward. It's like Simon Says, right? And we're going to walk that left foot nice and wide. Perfect. Grab your hands on those hips, draw them to face the front of your mat. Shift those hips down and low. Scoop those hips forward so you can feel that pelvis press forward. You'll feel a nice stretch in the front of that right hip. Bring your hands to your blocks. Do a quick little safety check. Where is your knee? Where is your ankle? Make sure we're in a safety zone here. And then press into those blocks. Press that pelvis forward. Let those shoulders start to come back. Sit up nice and tall. Find the low lunge on this side. And then, of course, you can always extend those arms up towards the ceiling and add a little bit to it. You can add a little back bend if you want, or you can just keep your arms right there or keep them down on the blocks. But this, my friend, is the low lunge. We want to feel that stretch right in the front of that hip, that little psoas muscle. When you're sitting all day long, he's all scrunched up and he's angry and he's like grumpy because he's all scrunched up. So whenever you stand up, he starts stretching, but he's been scrunched up all day, so it hurts him and he's mad about it. So if we stretch that regularly, we'll start to find relief in that lower back pain. Now from here, friends, we're going to press into those blocks and we're going to bring this left foot back to meet the right, back to that tabletop posture. And there we are, kneeling low lunge. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a little something. We can deepen your practice. I have over 30 free videos here at VonCloedt Yoga. I invite you to subscribe to our channel and share me with your friends. And if you're enjoying this Yoga 101 series, let me know in the comments below what poses you would like to see broke down, and I will do my best to make it happen. Until next time, bye-bye.